Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a different type video than what I normally do on this channel. I like to mix it up every now and then, and it is the 1-year anniversary since I decided to leave my job and become a full-time content creator. So what I'm going to do is dive into what went into that decision, what a normal workday / work week looks like for a full-time content creator, and then what the plan is moving forward in the future. So just kind of an opportunity to get a behind-the-scenes look into some of these different topics. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. Alrighty, and first of all, a big thank you, because nobody has a channel or a career in content creation without viewers, subscribers, people who support them, people who help them, people who are maybe admins on Discord or help them behind the scenes. There's so many different people to thank. I started doing content in 2008, believe it or not, and that video is still on YouTube.
Hey, how's it going? This is Chosen, doing an audio commentary on a match here in our clan, MK13 at US West.
And it was my goal basically my whole life to be a full-time content creator at some point. And it took about 12 years. Finally, as of March 1st, 2020, was able to finally hit the threshold where I felt comfortable enough to just go for it and make it happen. So now it has been a full year since then, which is why I am doing this, to kind of say thank you and let you know my perspective as of going full-time as a creator. So yeah, huge thanks to everybody who supports the channel and everybody who helps me behind the scenes. Too many people to thank individually, but I definitely appreciate you. But then diving into the topic of what went into the decision of going full-time was, so back when I got started in 2008, 2009, back then when YouTube was super new, going full-time wasn't really an option. Making content was something you did as a passion to maybe someday have something come out of it. But really, there was no monetization model. Only the super elite top of the food chain were maybe getting like private sponsorships and stuff like that. But it wasn't realistic for your normal everyday person to make a full-time living doing content. But now it is much more realistic in the last 4 or 5 years than it was way back when I first got started. So after that 12 years, when I saw myself getting close to that point where, okay, this could be a realistic option, there was a couple thresholds that I wanted to make sure I hit, make sure that I satisfied to feel comfortable about taking that plunge. And the first one was 6 months in a row of being able to, of sustaining myself, basically. So what this means is I wanted 6 consecutive months where I would have been able to pay my bills and live my basic life without having my job. I was working at a bank before I went full-time. So would I have been able to sustain my bills and my normal budget without having my bank job? So I wanted 6 months in a row of that. When I hit that, my next parameter that I wanted to satisfy was 3 months of savings. So if things go horribly wrong, if whatever, I mean, something that none of us could predict, Twitch or YouTube or something just goes under and my income is gone. Do I have 3 months of savings in order to sustain myself while I figure out what the heck I'm going to do and look for jobs or whatever? I wanted to have just a little bit of savings to fall back on in case things went really crazy and went awry. So then once I hit those parameters, I said I will go full time as of March 1, 2020. So I really liked the company that I worked for and the people that I worked with. So I wanted to give them plenty of time, plenty of notice. So in January of 2020, I said, hey, in about 6 weeks, as of March 1st, I plan on going full-time content and not coming in anymore. So that went well. It was a good transition and ended the job on good terms. And then as of March 1st, 2020, ventured out into going full-time in content creation because I satisfied the things that I would need to have in order to feel comfortable about doing so. So then transitioning into what does a normal workday / work week look like? And firstly, I try to wake up at about 8 a.m. Wake at about 8 a.m. There's a few reasons for this. Now, when you set your own schedule, when you are kind of running your own business, I still think it's important to make yourself have structure. Now, could I stay up super late playing video games and messing around and having fun and sleep till noon or 1 p.m.? Yeah, I could technically do that, but I want to maintain structure in my life just because I'm not forced to be to work at a certain time. I do still want to maintain that discipline and structure of waking up at a certain time, going to bed at a certain time, and living as normal of a functioning adult life as I can. That's just the way I am. I like to be organized and have structure in things that I do. So I do still set an alarm 6 days a week, and I try to set that alarm around 8 a.m. Now, do I set it for 8 a.m. every single day? No, obviously, if something comes up and I end up being awake later than I thought, maybe I'll set the alarm for 8:30 or 8:45. But I do set a hard cap at 9 a.m. Like I'm going to be up and out of bed at 9 a.m. if it's a work day. Sunday is the one exception. I will let myself sleep in till maybe 9:30, 9:45, and maybe sometimes be running a little bit behind for stream and whatnot. On Sundays, I'll give myself an exception. But 6 days a week, set an alarm around 8 a.m. And when I wake up, I give myself about 30 minutes just to kind of open up Discord and see what's going on in the Discord community, see who has messaged me, get in touch with people I need to get in touch with, maybe browse social media, see what's going on in terms of Raid, which is the main game that I cover as I'm making this video. Try to just spend a few minutes when I first wake up, grab my phone, see what's going on in the community and in the landscape so I kind of know what's going on as I head into the day. So we'll call that about 30 minutes of catching up from the time I was sleeping. We'll call that. Just kind of acclimating myself to what's going on and what I need to know heading into the day. So typically after that, it'll be about 8:30. Again, some of the stuff is going to change. It's not minute perfect. This is kind of an average general layout. But then from about 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., I'm going to be just taking care of house chores and preparing to go live. So this will be like making sure my cat Neo, everything is clean in his area and he's fed, maybe, cleaning the litter box or doing the dishes, just doing things that I need to do around the house to make sure my life and my place is in order. And then I'll be preparing to go live. I don't go live at exactly 10 a.m. every day, but this will be when I'm making sure I've got my stream preparation, like I do quizzes. So making sure during this time I've got a quiz ready to go. If I didn't write one the night before, I'll make sure and try to write one now. And then I'll lay out exactly what I'm going to do, talk to who I need to talk to, and plan what is going on for the day. But sometimes during this period, I will hurry up and rush to work on producing a video before I go live. This is like on big days where maybe there's a patch or some big news that came out overnight. When that happens, during this preparation time, I will put in about an hour and a half of work on getting a video out. And then after that, I will go live on stream. And during those times, sometimes I can end up running a little bit late on stream and I might not be live till 10:30 or 11 if I've got to get a video done that morning because of something that came out, like a patch or something, before I can go on stream. So then we're live on stream from about 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Some days it's going well and I've got the time, so I'll go live till 2:30. And then some days I'm up against it. Maybe I've got a dentist appointment or something, so I'll have to end it at like noon and go do something. But typically around 2 hours and 45 minutes to 3 hours or something is what I try to be live. Somewhere like 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Somewhere in there, that's going to be my daily live stream show. So we can put a daily live show. And I do that mostly every day. So from March 1st, 2020 through the end of the year up until December 31st, I don't think I missed more than 3 or 4 days from March to the end of the year. So I try to do that most every day and be consistent 7 days a week and plan my life around making sure I am being consistent about getting my daily live show in. So then after my live stream, here from about 1 p.m. to about, we'll call it around 2:30 p.m. I try to take like a little lunch break, midday break to step away and unwind. So break/step away. So this is, I just got done sitting for like 3-4 hours. This is where I try to go outside, go for a jog, get some sun, get a workout in, maybe go to the gym for an hour and shoot some basketball, or go to the golf course and hit the driving range. Just try to do something to step away because I'm going to be working that night as well. So it's just a break in the day to maybe get some lunch and get outside, step away from the content scene because I just did it for like 4 hours or so. And then once I get back, this is going to be like my general content workday. So from like 2:30 p.m. to 8 p.m., this is where I'm going to be meeting with people that I need to meet with, getting in touch with people I'm doing account takeovers for, maybe logging in and doing account takeovers, touching base with my graphic designer, touching base with people on Discord, planning what my video for tomorrow is going to be, or planning out videos for the week. This is just that general 5 or 6 hours where I'm getting done what I need to get done for the day in terms of producing content and planning that all out. So we'll just call that general daily workflow. Just like everything that I mentioned, from meeting with people to account takeovers, planning videos, recording videos, producing videos, editing videos. That's going to be the bulk of my workday. When I come back after lunch and I've kind of stepped away and unwound for a second, now it's time to really hit the grindstone for 4 or 5 hours and do the bulk of the work that I'm going to get done for that day, and also preparing for tomorrow. And it's also during this time that I will make sure I've got tomorrow's YouTube video ready. So I'll either produce it, record it, edit it now. I like to stay a day ahead of the game. So I know that when I'm done working for the day, my video for the next day is already ready. So I'm not having to rush when I wake up in the morning or anything. During this time is when I'm going to make sure the YouTube video for the next day is ready to go. So then after that, at around 8 p.m., I'm going to call, I spend about an hour of community management. So there's lots of things here. I've got a Discord server where we've got 20-something clans. So during this time, I will either meet with some of the admins and community managers in my Discord community, or touching base with some of the things I need to take care of for some of the clans that we're running, or writing a quiz for tomorrow's live stream. So what this will be is, a lot of times at this time of night, I'll post in the admin chat of my Discord community and say, hey guys, I'm gonna go chill in voice chat for a little bit. If any of you wanna stop by and talk to me about things going on in the community, or anything that you wanna discuss, or anything that we wanna plan going forward, I'll make myself available here for about an hour or so. And then sometimes I'll write tomorrow's quiz for live stream during this time. If I'm not able to get to it, it'll be part of my morning chores when I wake up and I'm getting ready for live stream. But sometimes I'll hang out in voice chat, make myself available to the leaders in my Discord community if they need to talk about things. And then I'll also pull up my most recent YouTube comments during this time, and I'll try to go through and read what people are saying and reply to people that have questions. I can't get to everything, but I do try to set aside about 30 minutes a day where I pull up the recent stuff and try to like people's comments and reply to people that have questions, and do that type of stuff during this time here after dinner. And then after that, I usually just take a couple hours. So we'll call it like 10 p.m. to about midnight, where this is just free time. So this is for me to maybe play a game that I'm interested in, or log on to Overwatch and just play some casual competitive games. Just log on to Valheim and build something, or even just step away and watch some TV, or just whatever, chill around home. This is time for me to just unwind after the day and have some time to myself, where I can just kind of do whatever I want aside from content. Or maybe I'll just play something that I have no intention of ever doing content on. It's just something for entertainment and just a time for me to kind of have fun and do what I want to do. And then I usually try to wrap that up and head to bed around midnight to 1 a.m. This is going to be where I am winding down for sleep. And I'm usually asleep somewhere in between there. Somewhere in between midnight and 1 a.m. I'm going to go to sleep and then wake up around 8 a.m. I usually sleep about 6.5 to 7 hours a night. So then we'll repeat the cycle the next day. And then in terms of wrapping up for an entire week, I would say it typically ends up somewhere between 55 and 60 hours of work that go into the content just in general. When you wrap everything up, the time on stream, the time preparing for stream, the time planning videos, recording videos, editing videos, uploading them, managing community type stuff, it probably ends up being somewhere between 55 and 60 hours in total. Now, some weeks might be a little bit easier than others and be in between 45 and 50. Some weeks might be crazy and you might hit 65 or 70, but I would say on average, it's pretty close to that window of 55 to 60. And then transitioning to the conclusion here in terms of what is the plan for the future, it's going to be keep going as long as I can. It's always been my goal to do content full time. So obviously there's a lot of uncertainty in content creation and social media in general. None of us really know if 3 months from now we're not going to be able to do it anymore. Your channel can die, or things can happen, and it's no longer an option for you, and you got to make a different career choice. But the plan is just to do my best to to keep going doing content until I retire. So it's going to be play Raid for a long time. Right now, Raid Shadow Legends is my main game. I'm still enjoying it. I still love interacting with the community. I'm going to play that for as long as it makes sense to. So as long as I enjoy it and as long as the content is doing okay, I'm going to play Raid. And then I'm sure at some point it'll be time to transition to something else. Maybe, new games that hit the scene or something comes along that I like more. So I'm sure at some point that transition will occur. But that's kind of the plan moving forward. So I hope this was a fun little insight into what it was like in terms of being a full-time content creator and what a day, what a normal work day looks like. And I tried my best to give you some context into what that experience is like. But if you have any questions, drop it down in the comments. I will do my best to go through and read and answer things for you guys. So yeah, that's going to do it for this one. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.